Hello, beautiful. So we are now officially in fall, aka cuffing season. So if you want to know what cuffing season is, it's that time of year where it's getting chilly outside and everybody wants to be with somebody special to get cozied up with and have a little romance with. So in honor of cuffing season, I'm taking you guys out to the park today and we are going to set up a romantic fall picnic. Let's get started. We're gonna start in the kitchen because at the heart of any good picnic is the food. Our menu for today's picnic is gonna be grilled vegetable paninis, vegetarian charcuterie, store-bought pumpkin muffins that we're gonna zhuzh up just a little bit, and warm chai lattes. To start with, for our paninis, we're gonna slice up 2 large portobello mushrooms, 2 bell peppers, 1 large onion, and 1 medium zucchini. And we want to cut all of our vegetables to a 1/2 inch thickness so that they cook at a similar rate. Drizzle your vegetables with 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil and toss with your seasonings, and then bake them in a preheated 425-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how caramelized you like your vegetables. Spread 4 slices of bread with pesto on each slice, top with cheese, and add your vegetables. And we're gonna toast our panini in a preheated skillet, and you could use either olive oil, or if you wanted a little bit more flavor, you could use butter. And normally panini is a pressed sandwich, so I'm just taking this tart dish that I have and I'm putting it on top of the sandwiches, and to weigh it down a little bit, I'm gonna add a few plates. We're gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes. Take it out, add a little bit more oil or butter to the pan, and then put the sandwich back in and cook the other side for about 5 more minutes until it's golden and toasty. This is a really simple sandwich to make, but what I like to do to elevate things that are really simple like this is to present them in a way that makes them seem a little bit more elegant than what they might be. So I'm gonna use a little parchment paper and I'm gonna wrap the sandwiches so that it feels more like something you might get at a cafe. When you package or present something nicely, you just take it from the everyday or the mundane and transform it into a special moment. Next, I'm gonna get started on the drinks, warm chai lattes. And if you have never tried chai tea before, I would definitely encourage you to try it this fall. It is the perfect fall drink. It has flavors of cardamom and cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg. It just has all the warm, earthy spices that you crave during the fall season. We're gonna blend the warm milk, and then we're gonna add our tea and our spices. And then we pulse this mixture about 4 or 5 times. Now I'm gonna put the latte into an insulated bottle so that it stays nice and warm for our picnic. Oops. So the reason you'd make your latte in a blender is so that you get all this nice foam. And if you were at home, you could just scoop it out of the blender and put it right into your cup. But since we're going to the park, I'm gonna bring something along with us that will take care of the foam situation. To make our store-bought muffins look a little bit nicer, I just placed each muffin into a parchment paper wrap. I bought these at Home Goods. So the first thing we did when we got to the park was to look for a nice location, somewhere flat for our rug to go. And we found this nice spot under the pine trees that just seemed really intimate and really cozy. Instead of a blanket as the base for our picnic, I went with a rug from Home Goods, and this rug was really inexpensive. It was $49.99. The pillows are from Target, and I just fell in love with this really pretty deep rust color for fall. Both of these tables were things that I had on hand in the house, so you do not have to buy all new things to set up your picnic. I always shop my home before I go out and purchase anything. If you've been with my channel for a while, if you're a returning viewer, then you may know that I like to find pieces at thrift stores, at vintage markets. I like to get high-end pieces and mix them with things from the Dollar Tree. I just like to find inspiration everywhere. And these gold and copper and orange tones were so inspiring and so reminiscent of fall. They set the perfect mood. It's all in the details, like this candle, this thrifted copper vase, the florals that we used. None of the things that we used or that we set up today were complicated or complex. It took a little planning, but none of it took a lot of effort. It's not an elaborate setup by any means because you want to be relaxed. You don't want to be setting up for a romantic date and be so wound up that you can't even enjoy the date. So that's why this all was kept very simple, but it still is luxurious and still very romantic. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna stop talking so you guys can enjoy this romantic picnic date.
Finally be riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back on my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a while. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay